Welcome back to the Statesman Review, where we summarize the biggest news stories from this week's issue of the Indiana Statesman and preview future coverage. As always, I'm your host, Connor Brownfield. We begin today with the Asian Student Association's Boba fundraiser, which took place in the Commons on Monday. Fundraiser sold two different types of boba at the event, jasmine milk tea and Thai tea. Proceeds from the fundraiser will go to funding future ASA events and outreach opportunities. ASA President Caitlin Lamb told the Statesman that the fundraiser aided in ASA's ongoing campus mission, saying, quote, "We use these funds to educate and share our Asian culture with others." Moving on to the Indianapolis International Airport, which hosted a recycled runway event this week to celebrate Earth Day. The runway was conducted as a partnership between the airport and Ball State University's Fashion Industry Studies program. It featured 13 original fashion designs that were made entirely out of recycled material. All designs were created by Ball State students and were put on display for guests to see during the runway. That exhibit will remain in the airport until April 26th. We end today with a look at national news. Earlier this week, Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth was accused of leaking classified military information by including members of his family in a government chat on the app Signal. This is the second time the Trump administration has been accused of accidentally including outsiders in classified military conversations, after Jeffrey Goldberg, editor-in-chief of The Atlantic, was added to a discussion about the administration's plans to bomb targets in Yemen back in March. The new allegations claim that Hegseth's wife, brother, and personal lawyer were included in additional chats about the Yemen strikes, and also claim that Hegseth fired staff members who raised concerns about that decision. Hegseth has denied those allegations. In next week's edition of the Statesman Review, we'll be talking about the end of the semester, specifically some major events pertaining to spring enrollment and what students are doing over the summer. In the meantime, more great stories that we didn't have time for in today's video can be found in this week's issue of the Indiana Statesman. Pick up a copy, and be sure to visit our website, indianastatesman.com. Also, make sure to follow our social media pages, listed below, because the legit dogs on our social media staff are putting out some excellent content. Thank you for joining me today on the Statesman Review. I'm Connor Brownfield. Take it easy.